Okay, this one is called Determining Empirical Formulas. The empirical formula is the lowest whole number ratio of elements within the compound. Okay, so problem number 1 says I have 75% carbon and 25% hydrogen. This is percentages by mass, because we could also have percent by volume. Okay, so this is percentages by mass. So I have 1 carbon. If I say it's 75%, again, we're going to assume we have 100 grams. If I have 100 grams and I have 75% carbon, 75 grams is carbon. Then I use the molar mass of carbon and my blue card to determine the number of moles of carbon. And so since carbon is 12, our periodic table says 12.01, we are going to end up with 6.25 moles of carbon. Okay, if I do the same thing for hydrogen, 25% hydrogen means I've got 25 grams of hydrogen. And hydrogen, an individual atom. Notice these are not the diatomics. This is the lowest ratio. So these are by individual atom weights. So 25% hydrogen, 1 mole of hydrogen weighs 1.01 grams per 1 mole. And that's going to give us a very small amount. It's going to give us 24.75 moles of hydrogen. Because it's so light. Okay, between these two, choose the lowest moles. And the lowest moles is this 6.25 moles of carbon compared to this 24.7. So you choose the lowest moles and then you divide by that. And you can see that step done right here. So obviously that's going to be equal to 1. And what I divide 1 by, I divide the other by it. And we get 3.96. Okay, so I've got a ratio of 1 to 3.96. As long as I'm within like 0.10, I can safely round to the nearest whole. So this is only 0.4 away, so this is going to become 4. So my actual formula is 1 part carbon, 4 parts hydrogen. But do we need to actually put the 1? No. So this formula becomes CH4, and this happens to be methane that comes out of our gas jets for our Bunsen's. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the second one. 52.5% potassium. So potassium's K. I'm going to assume again we have 100 grams. So 52.5% is 52.5 grams. Chlorine, 47.5. Assume I have 100 grams of my total, so that is going to make up 47.5%. Okay, potassium has a molar mass of 39.10. And chlorine, for 1 mole of chlorine, has a mass of 35.45 grams of chlorine. Okay, so I need to determine the number of moles of each. So 1.34 moles, and this one is going to be 1.33, but it's a 9 next to it, so let's go 1.34. Okay, so what's the least amount? They're the same quantity. So basically you're doing this. And that's 1, and that's 1. Which means our formula is going to be 1 of each only, KCl. Okay, any questions? Okay, go ahead and you're going to finish this and go on to this. This is some more.